Welcome to Tzu Chi This Week. I'm Anita Lee. It's good to have you with us. In this week's top stories, Tzu Chi volunteers in Indonesia bring love and care to residents of Rawa Kucing. We meet a mother from Kunshan, China, who uses her wisdom and courage to overcome the challenges of everyday life. We meet a participant of this year's TIMA convention and learn of his commitment to continue Tzu Chi's medical mission back home in Thailand. Just 25 kilometers outside Indonesia's capital, Jakarta, lies the Rawa Kucing dump. The dump serves as the final destination point for garbage from the surrounding cities. It is also home to 400 families who make a living by scavenging garbage for recyclables to sell. Recently, 60 Tzu Chi volunteers paid a visit to the community and brought with them school supplies, hoping to encourage Rawa Kucing's residents not to give up on their children's education and thus their future. This enormous refuse dump, 25 kilometers west of the capital of Jakarta, is the final destination for garbage from 5 cities. Unbelievably, it is also home to 400 or so families. Despite the smell, not one of the visiting volunteers wear a mask as a sign of respect for residents here. As part of the outreach program, volunteers start with the children first.
For the children, finding recyclables to sell is more important than school. So we're here today to tell the parents that, even though they're poor, having their children continue with their education is very important.
Leading the at times confused children in song, the volunteers next hand out school supplies and snacks, a moment the children have been waiting for.
I'm very happy.
Thank you to the Tzu Chi Foundation for bringing these book bags and books for the children. This has been a very meaningful day.
Here in Indonesia, Tzu Chi volunteers are doing their best to ensure that through education, those born into poverty do not remain trapped by it. As the outbreak of dengue fever worsened in Thailand, Taiwan, Tzu Chi volunteers came up with a prevention checklist to help their care recipients guard against the disease.
While making home visitations, Tzu Chi volunteers also promoted dengue fever prevention.
Master Zheng Yan is very concerned. We have come up with a dengue prevention checklist to help our care recipients inspect their environment.
On their last visit, the volunteers helped Mr. Chen set up a mosquito net. This time they have returned to check up on his living environment. Mr. Chen's family is deeply touched and inspired by the volunteers' thoughtfulness.
I'm truly grateful to Tzu Chi. The volunteers' gestures have inspired me to care for others, especially my brother, with the same kind of love.
The volunteers also seized this chance to clean up the community and any bottles or cans filled with water. They hope their dedication can encourage residents to join their ranks and do their part in safeguarding the environment.
Typhoon Dujan pounded Taiwan this past Monday, tearing down trees, street signs and billboards. All across the country, cleaning crews have been doing their best to remove the debris for the sake of road users.
During Typhoon Dujan, a large tree toppled over, blocking a major boulevard in downtown Taipei, while also damaging a traffic light in its path. Over by Dadu Road, which connects Taipei and Danshui, 6 of the city's cleaning crew were already out early Tuesday morning to clean up the debris littering the road.
Last time, there was a lot more debris. There isn't as much this time because most of the branches had already been blown off last time. And also, this typhoon didn't last as long. We should be done with the cleaning in about a day.
Over in downtown Hualien, the city's cleaning crew was already on duty in the wee hours of Tuesday morning. Even the army was mobilized to deal with debris obstructing roadways. After learning of the news, Tzu Chi volunteers braved the storm to deliver their support.
The city's cleaning crew worked hard all year long, especially after a typhoon. Often they work till late at night before returning to the office. So now they can snack on some instant noodles. We are just doing what we can.
It will take some time before the debris left by Du Juan is cleared away. People should be careful when traveling on roadways and not forget to slow down and say thanks when they see cleaning crew working on the road.
In celebration of Mid-Autumn Festival, which took place last weekend, Tzu Chi volunteers in China's Changchun and Shanghai organized various activities to celebrate with seniors and community residents. Celebrating Mid-Autumn Festival, Tzu Chi volunteers from Shanghai and Huangpu District Charity Foundation joined hands to organize a banquet for elders in their community. More than half of these seniors have no family to celebrate with.
Many of these seniors lost their only child when young. Back in those days, most people lived in poverty, and a lot of them lost their children along the way. Now that they're old, they have no descendants.
Organizing entertaining programs and delicious snacks, the volunteers' hospitality and warmth made their guests feel right at home.
Your genuineness and hospitality was felt by all. Thank you for organizing this lovely banquet. Lastly, I want to wish everyone a happy Mid-Autumn Festival. We were very lonely after we lost our son, and we never thought we'd be able to overcome the pain, but we did. We were able to find peace and put the pain behind us.
Tzu Chi volunteers' genuine love moves hearts and touched me deeply. It inspires me to learn from them and follow in their footsteps.
Meanwhile, volunteers in Changchun City of Jilin Province decided to bring the joys of Mid-Autumn Festival to a nursing home. The singing of 3-year-old volunteers brought smiles to the seniors' faces. While some volunteers gave seniors a massage, others trimmed their nails. Although Mid-Autumn Festival is a time where families come together to celebrate, these seniors don't feel alone being in the company of Tzu Chi volunteers.
We will all grow old one day, so it's important that we set an example for our children. We should care for our own parents and care for the elderly around us. We shouldn't do things we may regret. We must live in the moment.
From the moment the volunteers set foot in the nursing home, the smiles on the seniors' faces never wavered, as they had the time of their lives.薛利华 from Kunshan, China, lives with her 2 sons who both suffer from severe hearing loss. Due to the children's medical expenses, the family barely manages to get by. However, the real suffering came from the void in their hearts. It was only when Tzu Chi volunteers walked into their lives that the family transformed their suffering into peace and joy.
不要开门，开门。
16-year-old Liu Liang was born with severe hearing loss. Having missed the window of opportunity for treatment, her speech and language development skills are that of a 3-year-old. On the other hand, his younger brother Liu Yifan, who was also born with hearing loss, speaks fluently and coherently.
姿势坐正了。
等我做完了你再检查。
那我检查完了，那不就我们都可以节约时间吗？ 这
Burning the candle at both ends,薛利华 has neither the time for tears nor complaint.
I have no choice but to hang on. I told myself, as long as I can still do something, I won't sit still.
With this belief,薛利华 continues to stand tall in the face of overwhelming challenges. The Tzu Chi Foundation is not the first to have reached out to the struggling family, but is the only one that has remained at their side to this day.
The Tzu Chi volunteers' effort to purify hearts is what has influenced me the most. It inspires people to harbor good intentions and positive energy.
Reciprocating the kindness they have received,薛利华 and her children collect recyclables in their community on behalf of Tzu Chi.
你觉得脏吗？
脏，
但是你捡瓶子开心吗？
开心。
一个瓶子可以卖多少钱？1毛钱。一个瓶子1毛钱。那你要捡多少瓶子？9亿9万9999。9亿9万9999个。那这样可以帮助多少人？
好多呢。
The money made from the sale of their recyclables is deposited into their coin bank, which will go towards helping those in need.
我希望考100分，希望家里平平安安、健健康康。
真棒！你每天投竹筒都会许愿吗？
当然。
Every Sunday,薛利华 and her 2 sons help out at their local Tzu Chi recycling station, where they have discovered the satisfying rewards of serving others.
越来越好嘛，因为我们一直相信明天会更好。
Recently, the Tzu Chi Thailand chapter partnered with Bampao Hospital to hold a free clinic for cataract sufferers. Volunteers took to the streets to promote the event beforehand, while government workers said they were grateful that Tzu Chi had taken the initiative to help the less fortunate.
Tzu Chi volunteers from Thailand have hit the streets of Bangkok to promote their latest free clinic. This event is actually a collaboration with Bampao Hospital to help cataract sufferers. On the day of the free clinic, the first in line to see a doctor was Prama, who began waiting at 7 in the morning.
If my father can see once more, then I will not have to worry about him when I am at work. As of now, I am constantly worried about him when I am away. This is why I came to this event, because I want him to get better.
Nutsara is also worried about her father's vision.
I am worried because he needs to drive for work.
I really wanted the surgery, but the doctors said I could still wait. I have been waiting for a long time, and now that I finally have an appointment for cataract surgery, I feel that I'm really lucky.
In Thailand, cataract surgery can cost up to 35,000 baht, which is approximately $956. As the government is unable to provide subsidies to help the poor repair their vision, this free clinic was a godsend.
The regional government does not have the resources to help all cataract sufferers. Thus, on behalf of the government, I thank the volunteers for hosting this event.
The free clinic saw a total of 199 patients, with 36 of them being cleared for surgery. For these 36 patients, regaining their vision will soon be a reality.
The superintendent of Bampao Hospital in Thailand gives the local Tzu Chi chapter his full support whenever it holds a free clinic in the area. After attending the 2015 annual TIMA convention, the superintendent is determined to continue spreading Tzu Chi's missions to more people back home.
With hands together, Superintendent Surapong Boonprasert of Bampao Hospital in Thailand joins other TIMA participants in praying for peace in the world.
Tzu Chi cares about our community. Every time I continue with my Tzu Chi studies, I feel as if I'm a young volunteer again.
This is the 6th time Superintendent Surapong has visited the Jingse Boat in Hualien. He says it's a doctor's calling to serve the public, and he is glad that he participated in the TIMA convention this year. The friendship between Bampao Hospital and Tzu Chi has become deeply rooted over the years. In 2009, when the hospital launched its first mobile clinic, Superintendent Surapong even had the Tzu Chi logo displayed on the van. The hospital's doctors and nurses also come out to help whenever Tzu Chi holds a free clinic in the area.
The Tzu Chi volunteers and personnel from Banpao Hospital are vital to this free clinic. Without them, we would not be able to serve all those who are coming for medical care.
In January of this year, when Tzu Chi Thailand chapter held its first medical outreach for refugees, Superintendent Tzu Chi brought along 12 doctors, 28 nurses, and 5 pharmacists from his hospital to assist.
These refugees were forced to flee their homeland, and being sick is among the biggest worry they have right now. If we can help relieve them of their suffering, then we are more than happy to lend a hand.
Reinforcing his connection with Tzu Chi each time he visits Hualien, Superintendent Tzu Chi is reminded of his initial aspiration to become a doctor as he continues to help spread Tzu Chi's ideals in Thailand.
The 2015 TIMA convention came to an end in Hualien, Taiwan on September 29th, during which 478 participants from 22 different countries shared their experiences in providing medical care to the sick and poor. And although Typhoon Dujuan swept across Taiwan during the convention, participants stayed safe and dry within the shelter of Tzu Chi's spiritual home.
As part of the conclusion ceremony of the annual 2015 TIMA convention, TIMA volunteers from Nepal performed the sign language song, We Are Family. Among the performers was Rachita, who has found a new strength in life after meeting Tzu Chi following the massive earthquake in Nepal.
Seeing all this, I was very surprised, and with all my enthusiasm, I joined TIMA very happily.
Another convention participant is Mariachi from the Philippines. When Typhoon Haiyan struck her home, she was about to give birth and needed some assistance to help raise her 9 children. Today, she is reciprocating Tzu Chi's love and care to others like her.
Now we are able to give, not because we have too much, we give because we know how it felt to have nothing.
Each year, TIMA volunteers gather in Hualien not only to learn from one another how to better treat their patients with humanity, but also to seek solace in the Master's wisdom.
期待你回到你的国度里呢，要记得今天在一起，有这样殊胜因缘呐，共同汇聚，共同分享这样的爱心，彼此勉励。但愿明年的这个时刻，再在这里相会。
Established in 38 countries worldwide, today TIMA volunteers from 22 of those countries take home with them the seeds of compassion to further spread Tzu Chi's ideals to more people. Meanwhile, earlier in the seminar, on their way to the dining hall for lunch, convention participants travel underneath a procession of umbrellas held by Tzu Chi volunteers as Super Typhoon Dujuan was passing through Taiwan. As day turned into night, the wind and rain picked up. For many of the overseas volunteers who lived in landlocked countries, this was the first typhoon of their life.
To make sure each participant is safe in this weather, we taught them how to hold the umbrellas so there is less wind resistance.
We don't have any sea or ocean in our country, so this typhoon was the first experience for me. And when I looked on the TV, because Master was advising us about precautions and everything, it looked very scary on TV, but it was not that scary outside because maybe I was surrounded by people all over and I felt protected inside. But I hope other people are taking care, like who live near the sea.
Seeing the Jingsebo Dharma Masters' loving care during Typhoon Dujuan inspired the team of volunteers to strive to heal both the body and heart when seeing patients in their medical practice.
邱定城has been coaching baseball at Miaoli's Zheng'ai Elementary for more than 10 years. Despite his stern appearance, the coach has a heart of gold and is like a father figure to his players. Let's take a look at how this extraordinary coach has helped his students discover their potential and spark their confidence well beyond the confines of a classroom.
摆起来，前后摆，无声姐。
On the fields during practice, Coach邱定城 is tough, strict, and can get a little impatient. His players know their coach means business.
做错事的时候很凶，有时候他发飙的时候打人起来打得很痛。
快传，膝盖永远不能站直。
This is the Miaoli Ren'ai Elementary School's baseball team. Since the team's formation 11 years ago,邱定城 has been coach since day one.
手伸出去，移到后面扭，一只脚移过去，对，这样丢球之前就要准备接的啊，蹲一点，哎，要看好球。
Of the some 20 players on the team, 1/3 come from new immigrant families. As most of them lack confidence and self-esteem, it was Cho who helped them find their hidden strengths and passion.
These children are gifted and they have bright prospects ahead of them. All they need is a platform. They may not excel academically, but they will be able to unleash their full potential here.
Without sufficient funding to keep a baseball team going is never easy. The coach says there are times when he also feels he is out of his depth. However, it is the children's drive and passion that keeps him going.
Since we formed the baseball team, I've never asked the parents to pay a cent because I know many families are already struggling to make ends meet. We make do with whatever we have. When seniors graduate, their uniforms get passed on to the younger players. Some of these uniforms are 10 years old already.
Whenever Coach Cho is free, he visits the homes of his students to update parents on their children's progress.
Is she good at home? When she first came, yes, she lacked a bit of confidence, but she is doing much better now.
Cho goes above and beyond the confines of a classroom to care for these children from new immigrant families.
Mr. Cho is a very responsible teacher. If he has time, he always takes his students out.
Under his stern appearance lies a kind and gentle heart.
按这里更痛。
老师平常对我们很好，都受伤，阿姨不在，他都会帮我们平复和擦药。
It can't be true. I'm not mean. I'm always the one getting bullied. They're happy that they can also see a teacher as their friend.
In the eyes of his players,邱定城 is many things: a teacher, a coach, a friend, and a father figure. Despite the many challenges they face to keep this baseball team running, with courage and determination, Cho and his players are rising above the obstacles to achieve true success in life.
谢谢你教我，真的非常感谢你，谢谢老师，谢谢你这么多年的照顾，这几年带我们出去比赛，教师节快乐！
The air quality in Malaysia continues to worsen as a result of agricultural fires in Indonesia. Concerned with children's well-being, Tzu Chi volunteers from Johor Bahru visited Tai Phong Elementary School with surgical masks and herbal tea for students. Thank you for watching. See you next week.